Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge in downtown Boca Raton does fabulous professional makeup application. Make an appointment today and see how glamorous you can look. Call 561-409-4065 to book your appointment. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge is located at 233 South Federal Highway on the first floor of the Boca Grand Building in Boca Raton. The number again is 561-409-4065.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
It's the Becky and Boca Show, coming to you live every Thursday night at 6 p.m. from glamorous downtown Boca Raton. I'll show you how to live life in style in one of the country's most elegant cities, nestled right along the beautiful Atlantic beaches between Palm Beach and Miami. So sit back, relax, and let me show you how to indulge yourself Boca style.
Bad things.
Hello, welcome to the Becky and Boca Show. I'm very excited tonight because I have the former wife of the three-time heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali, right here in the studio with me.
Yes.
Dr. Khalila Ali.
Yeah, you said that real good.
Yeah, it sounds good, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, you put a little accent on it.
Now, last time you were here, you were not a doctor, correct?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
I wasn't. I was just Mrs. Khalila Ali.
Tell us how that transpired. Okay, you have to be a little closer.
A little close. Hello.
A little farther away.
Farther away?
Yeah, you're a little too
I'm
close.
loud, honey.
Yeah, a little too
I'm
close
a
to
little
the-
loud. I know. I'm sorry.
You're like that time I had that opera singer in there.
How you like this? Is that good? Because you know I carry. The Ali's carry.
Okay, Khalila, I'm
Yes.
very excited to have you in here because you've been in before, but I have a lot more people following me these days, and there's a lot of people out there that never saw your first interview with me.
So
and
much has happened.
it was one of my favorite interviews, though, because you have this incredible history. You were with Muhammad Ali when he was most famous, when he was coming up and when he was most famous. And
No, the least famous.
least famous, but then the height of his career.
Yeah, well, I stayed as he grew into the greatest.
Okay, and here is a story that I don't know how many people are old enough to remember this, but there was the Thriller in Manila, big fight, and Muhammad was down there, and you were not with him. You were,
I was in Chicago.
and then you discovered he had another woman.
Well, I already knew he had another woman.
Okay,
That's not a surprise. I just didn't know she was down there.
Okay, so tell us how you discovered this.
See,
Where were you? What were you wearing? What were you doing?
That's in chapter 23.
I know you have a book coming out.
But I can't give all details on that one. But I can say one thing. When I read about it in the paper,
Yeah.
I called him and says, "What's going on?" He said, "Nothing. Nothing's going on." Matter of fact,
He didn't know about the world press.
he's got a world of his own. He don't think whatever he does, everybody knows it. He don't know he's that big.
Okay.
So he's just like a big elephant, and they don't know there are other things in the world that's smaller than them, and they hear everything and see everything, and
Okay.
that's just how.
So was he surprised that you knew he was down there? Not only was he down there with another
he
woman.
He told me he was down there. I mean, I'm just never left out.
Okay, but what was the big thing he did down there with this other woman?
Yeah, well,
In the press?
But he told me, he said, "Hey, I don't have, I'm cool. I didn't introduce nobody as my wife down here," which he did.
He introduced the girlfriend as his wife. And you were his current wife. And he did this
everybody knows it.
in front of TV and newspaper
I
cameras
was like
and
going
to the president
bananas.
of
I go, what is wrong with you? I didn't do that. I said, you know what? Yeah, it was in the cover of the. He said the press can write anything they want. That's always true. I said, okay, all right, whatever. And then he goes, you know what? Why don't you just come down here and see for yourself? I don't know what he was on at the time.
Well, why would
I don't
he
know
say
if he was drinking or on something. He had to be on something.
Okay.
Because he asked me to come down to see, and
So you got on a plane. You went down to Manila.
He paid for me to go down there. He said, bring anybody you want. I brought my brother. I brought my bodyguard, just in case.
Okay, so take us to the hotel when you walked in. What happened?
Yeah, that's in the book, man. I can't tell that. But I tell you what, I can tell you this. She disappeared.
She disappeared for her own safety, I assume.
Yeah, because I was about to kill her. If I had saw her, I would have killed her.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Both of them.
Both of them?
Both of them.
Oh, you think you could take out Muhammad
Well,
Ali?
she can't do no more than he let her do. So he ain't no innocent bystander.
That's true. Okay.
All right.
Very
And she
true.
ain't strong enough to take me on, so she had to have. She had to have.
Who are you going to beat up first, him or her?
I would kick her ass first. Excuse me, I didn't mean to say bad words.
Yeah, no bad words.
But I'm just telling the truth.
Okay.
I wish I had done that too. You know what I mean?
And then you'd go for him.
And then I'd go
How
with
far
him.
do you think you would have gotten?
I've been in that position like several times.
Does he fight
already.
back with you, or did he?
If he dreamed
We're
about
talking about the three-time heavyweight champion
if
of
he
the world.
dreamed about whooping me, he'll wake up and apologize. That's one of his jokes.
I like that. I like that.
But you know what, Muhammad? He was scandalous. He was, a womanizer. He was a hoe. All
Okay.
right? He was a hoe. All right. And some men are just hoes,
Yes.
and they just do whatever they want to do. And I think he actually had a disease. He had a disease.
What disease?
A lot of men have this disease. They just gotta hit something.
Like sexual addiction.
It's a sexual addiction.
Is that a
thing.
real disease, or is that just an excuse?
No, it's true. And today they have found out classically it is an addiction.
So he had an addiction to sex.
He had addiction to sex. He didn't care how he got it, where he got it, or who he got it with. So,
Wow.
But you know what? Some men are like that. But you know what?
But nobody wants their husband to be like that.
Yeah, but they ain't got nothing to do with me. It's about him.
I guess you're right. Okay.
It's just like another person with an alcohol addiction or drug addiction. You have sex addiction.
Yeah.
And today it is recorded in today's society. There's a section addiction act going on.
Okay, so he was ahead of his
what?
time with that.
You know what? But the greatest thing, you know what I got to say to you about that? The greatest thing about that is I feel sorry for him. I really do. And I had to divorce him because I found out it was nothing he could control.
He couldn't control it.
He couldn't control it. And he told me he couldn't. I said, well, you know what? I can't have my husband. I love you too much, and I can't allow you to just embarrass my family in public
and
like
you had
that.
4 children with him.
We had 4 beautiful children, and they saw it, and they think really bad about men today because of their father.
Absolutely.
But you know what? Sometimes when people just can't help themselves, you have to give them a little leniency and say, you know what? You got an issue, and it's not going to change, and I just can't live with a person like that. So I'm going to have to leave you.
So you left him after that event, or was it
No,
later?
no. It was over.
Okay.
It's been many years.
Let me ask you,
many years.
What year did
many
you
problems.
and,
it wasn't the only problem.
Right.
You know what marriage is about. It's not always one issue. It's a gathering of several,
and it gets to a point.
It breaks the camel's back,
Absolutely.
and you're done.
Absolutely.
You're done.
Yes.
But being a person who has a really good heart, he wasn't malice or scandalous all the time, but
I would imagine
I forgave
that
him
he
for
was
that.
very famous and very handsome. Women would be approaching
They would
him.
throw themselves.
Well,
at
women
him.
are like that anyway.
They only
In bars
start-
around here.
Yeah,
the
but
guy doesn't have to be
only
famous.
start throwing themselves at him when he start getting rich.
Right? Yeah. I guess that's true about
That's
Boca
the
Raton
difference.
too.
Yeah, there you go. All right. And so I said, you know what, I cannot do this. And he said,
I imagine that
he
would be
said,
very,
you can't.
very
But he
difficult.
said, but you can't leave me. You can't leave me. I said, I have to. He didn't believe I would, and I did, and he was hurt by that for a little while. But I said, I said, you know what? I tell you what, Muhammad, you're a good person. You have a good heart. You're hanging around the wrong people. He hang around a lot of men. He used to do that, so he kind of copycat it. But I said, you know what? I'm just gonna have to let you go. Well, we're gonna be friends. We're gonna.
And were you?
Yeah, we were. We stayed friends, and he would call me and tell me about all his women and what they did. He said, you was right. They did this and they did that, and they ain't saying nothing, and they scared. He said, how do you know all these things? I said, you know what? It's just a woman's intuition. He said, but you told me this was going to happen. And I'm so stupid.
Like, what kind of things were the women doing? Give me an
stealing
example.
their money, conniving their money. Like the last wife he had, she gave him drugs to take over his assets. I mean, she was a real lowlife.
Nope.
I had trouble out of her when I was still married with him.
Wow.
Yeah, the last one.
Oh
Yeah. So, he was like in the lion's den. You know what I mean? He
Absolutely.
was like
Good-looking guy.
He was
famous,
like a Christian
rich.
in the lion's
Of course.
den.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. And these people, all they're after is his money,
Right.
and popularity and
Fame.
trying to take control and fame. Mm-hmm. These are not the women who helped him when he needed it.
Right.
These are not the women who built his family and built structure in his life.
But I think that happens with a lot of men. They're with women who help build them up,
and
get
then
their
they
career
let them
started,
go.
and then some younger hot woman comes along.
There you go. There you go.
And they go with that one.
Yeah,
So
but
that's very common.
I wasn't that far older than them.
Yeah.
I was in my 20s.
No. I know you were very young.
I
when
was
you met
in my
him.
20s
Yes.
still.
Yes.
But when you're weak, you're weak. And
Yeah.
he told me, it's not like no secret. I mean, he said, man, I wish I was half as strong as you. I would really be something. But some men can't take so much pressure, and he was, he was so popular. I opened so many doors with him and for him, till he became mostly the most notarized person in the world.
He was the most famous person in the world at the time, was he not?
Yeah, but he grew too. It took time for that to get to that point.
Right.
Now, he was just a regular boxer, and he was Olympian, and then everybody wasn't really after him back then. I mean, he had to grow into. I had to take him overseas and go over the countries and do some family things and make him a family man, to give him a family look. I mean, it was a lot of hard work.
I know you were definitely the woman behind the man.
Yeah.
And tell us how you met Muhammad Ali.
Chapter.
Okay, you got a book. All right.
Well, a lot of people have read magazines and seen movies and everything, and they only show him meeting me when he meets me in a bakery.
Yes, I think we have that picture, Freddie.
Yeah.
Can you put up the picture in the bakery of there? Oh, that's not the right one.
That's my
okay.
mother-in-law. She's
that's your
wonderful.
mother-in-law?
Hi, Odessa.
Is she still alive?
No. She's I miss her so much.
Okay, here's the one in the bakery.
That's
We got that on
cute.
Newsfeed, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's in the bakery.
I was
when you first
16
met.
there.
You were 16.
But that's not the first time I met him, but everybody thinks that was.
Right, because it was the
I
first
met
time.
him when I was 10 years old.
Okay, this was the first time
And he was
paparazzi was around.
and he was
Here,
8.
now here's another one.
And
I
he
love
was-
this one. You're in Heathrow Airport. You're wearing a beautiful fur coat.
Oh, yes.
Coming down an escalator with your handsome husband.
Yeah.
You must have been on top of the world at that point.
We were on top of the world back in those days. And
About what
a
year was
family
that?
and a family person. That was I think in that looks like maybe 72.
How stylish are you? And where were the kids?
Yeah, that was at home with my mom, probably, or with the babysitter or whatever.
These are
Or
great.
with
I love
their
that
mother.
picture.
Yeah.
I love that picture.
The only thing about what I can say about this is that what we did together as a couple, we was the Michelle and Obama of the 60s.
Right. Absolutely.
That was the first couple that they actually looked the youngest couple.
Right.
That helped with the civil rights.
Good-looking couple.
Yeah, the civil rights movement.
Yes, you did.
And the revolution back in the day, and we journeyed that road together as a team.
So you first met him when you were 10. I think you had told
He
me
was
that story.
18.
He was 18.
He had just won the Olympics in Rome,
Okay.
and that's
Where did you meet him?
He came to a Muslim school. He was interested in seeing the Muslim
In
world.
Chicago?
In Chicago.
Okay, and you were already a Muslim,
I was
correct?
born Muslim, yes.
Okay. Well, that explains it. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you had converted or...
No, he
became a
converted.
Muslim
Yeah,
because
I
of
was born
you.
in it, yeah.
And a lot of people say that he became a Muslim to avoid the Vietnam draft.
No, that wasn't it.
Okay.
He was interested in the lifestyle of a Muslim. Plus, he was interested in me because when he said, I'm going to be the heavyweight champion of the world before I'm 21, get your autographs now. And I go, are you kidding me? and I looked at his autograph and I looked at it. I said, oh, So your name is Cassius Marcellus.
Right. He was not named Muhammad Ali.
He was Cassius Marcellus Clay.
Cassius Clay.
Yeah, and I said, well, this is a Roman name, and you know what the Romans did to people, and then you got clay, like dirt you mold, and you proud of this? And I'm a Muslim. We're proud of our Islamic names and everything. I said, well, you know what? Until you get a name of honor, until you get a name of respect, you can take this back with you. You're not going to get famous unless you have a Muslim name. I said, here, you take that back with you, sweetheart.
So you changed his name?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I ain't telling that story until you read the book.
Okay.
But his name came from my family name.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Wow.
My mother and father's last name is Ali.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's your name.
Yeah. So all those women is wearing my family name. All right. Get off of it.
You're talking about his other wives.
Whatever.
So he took your name and married other women.
It was the way it was done. It was the way, which I didn't have anything to do with it.
Right.
But he took my father's. My father's name was given to him.
Okay, so that's something I did not know.
Read the book.
Okay.
Is
the book out yet?
Almost.
Almost. Okay, so I can't read it yet. That's why I'm asking you.
I'm just doing the final touches.
Okay, well, I can't wait. So, so one of the things he did because of you was change his name. Mm-hmm. And then there was that big controversy about the Vietnam draft. And I know that's while he was married to you. He was drafted, correct?
Yes, he was. Twice.
It's
against the law. So
I didn't know you could do that.
You can't. It's against the law. But the white man can do anything he wants when he wants to get something he wants.
So, how did he ever have to go to Vietnam and serve?
No, he did not.
And what was the reason?
He won because they realized and said, look, this man has a right to for his religious freedom, just like they gave the Jews their rights as religious freedom, and the people of the Dutch, or not the Dutch, the Amish and people like that, they all have the same belief.
They don't have to serve for the United States.
Right, they don't.
Yeah, I think I read that.
And I was telling him, because my father served, and he was a veteran, and
Elvis Presley served.
Yeah, he did. But see, if you become, and he didn't want to go over there and fight his brothers.
Right, I read that.
I said, well, if you don't want to fight your brothers over there, then you cannot go be in an army. Because if you're going to fight for this country, you better be serious about it. You can't go in there being a hypocrite.
No.
Because you're going to get yourself killed and your fellow man. So
did you have to go to court to express these concerns? We went to the
court. Yeah, we had to go to court to express. And I had to tell him how to express and the reasons why we don't go to the army. And he asked me, well, since you're so smart, what would you do if you was me? You know everything else. So.
Yeah.
And I said, hell no, I ain't going to go. Clean out my cell. Take me to jail without bail. Hell no.
That was your slogan?
Yeah.
Okay, see that?
Yeah. I shouldn't have told you that, but it's okay.
The woman behind the man.
I get. But
so that was
he was a good mimic. I didn't know he was going to go say word for word what I said.
Why? It's a
good
good slogan.
Amazing. I was proud of him.
Yeah. Oh no, I think that's fantastic.
Because if you're going to fight in the army, you have to fight. And
you have to believe in it.
And believe in it. You can't be going in there half-assed and not believing in it. But these people who gave their lives up for this country needs to have the most greatest amount of respect for what they believed in. And the veterans are the bravest men I've ever met. And if you ever see a veteran, you always take your head off to that veteran because they were the angels of the war. They were the angels. So, you know.
So you have nothing against people serving in Vietnam?
No, if they want to serve, they have a right to serve. But the only thing about war is that when people are intelligent, God made people to be the best negotiations in the world. If you're a human being, you'll be able to compromise any situation. When their compromise goes out the window, that's where war sets in and just take. That's the devil's way.
Okay.
But we're not in control of everything the devil do. So if you're going to go in there and you're going to kill your brother just to make this country a free country, do it by all means. But if you have a religious belief and think God just couldn't do it, then do that too, because everybody has a right to believe in whatever they want to believe in. That's what makes this country great, really. And because of the veterans and because of the wars that we have had, made this a free country. It might not be for everybody, but it protected us in the long run. But there are other ways of doing that other than fighting wars, because a lot of innocent people have been killed. And
especially in the Vietnam War.
Yeah. But so what's done is done. The sacrifice people have made is done. They was there at the front lines. And if you leave this country and you go in any other country, you're going to find this country was the best for freedom.
Absolutely.
Because you have a freedom to speak,
right,
a freedom to believe, and the freedom.
Religious freedom.
Religious freedom, all kind of freedoms. And you know what? It's scary when you go to those other countries and you can't say what you feel. That's what's wrong with their countries. If they start fighting for their rights there, and a lot of people are going to die doing it, just like that. A lot of people had to die in this country for it to be free. Then they're going to have to learn how to do the same thing and die for their country so they can have freedom. They want to be coming over here messing with us. They have their own country. They can fight with it and get what they want. And the Americans can take, if they won't be shortchanged by helping everybody else when they could help themselves.
Okay.
They have those people over
here. So I'm
going
to ask you how you feel about the wall.
Wall? What wall? Are you kidding? They're knocking down walls because of freedom now, because of the way people thought. We don't need a wall.
I know.
We need intelligence. We need humanity. Anybody should be able to go anywhere and become a citizen. Now, the only thing that I have a problem with is they come over here and they want to make us learn their language when they should really learn ours.
Okay.
Now, I got a problem with that. So.
Okay. But that's a minor problem.
Yeah, it's a minor problem. Anybody can handle that. But this whole country was built on immigrants.
Immigrants, absolutely.
That's what made this country great.
Absolutely.
And then you're going to...
And everybody doing their tests now to find out what their lineage is.
They already got a tunnel. They already got a tunnel for that wall already. They already dug the tunnel already. So, I don't believe in the wall. I believe in people compromising and allowing people to come here to get a life, to go back to their country, and then, help their country. But they need to start fighting for their rights in their countries.
Okay.
They need to get those tyrants out of their countries. That's what they need to fight for, like a democracy that we have here.
Right.
We don't want to.
Difficult.
We need to fight people that's in office that don't need to be there.
Okay. Let's talk about how he didn't have to serve for
no, they was leading. Was he actually?
He did go to jail though.
No, no, he didn't go to jail either.
He was in prison.
No, he didn't go to jail. He didn't go to jail because what happened? He went to jail on a traffic ticket.
After this occurred?
No, before.
Okay.
And he roused so much pressure in jails with the inmates. They was ready to look at the white man straight in their faces and stand up and fight for their rights. And they said, this guy's going to be a problem. We need to get this guy out of here. They kicked Ali out of the prison. They said, we can't have that.
How would you like to be locked in a cell with Muhammad Ali prison? One look.
Teaching those men to stand up for that. Oh, you kidding me? It's a wonder we still got prisons now because of Muhammad had went in there for 5 years. Every one of those prisoners would have straightened up and got right and bucked the system and got out of there. Get away from Muhammad. Get away from Muhammad. They got to get out of there. I said the police officer would have had a problem on their hands. They said, we can't let this go get in there for 5 years. They would let the guy in there for 2 days. And they kicked him out.
They just let him
They
leave?
Said, hey, look, we saw what happened here with just a traffic ticket. We ain't not going to let that guy go in there. Hell no. No. Let that man be free. Let him fight. We can make some money off of that. What are y'all thinking?
That's another thing. There were a lot of people exploiting him, too.
They wanted that money.
Yep.
Those gangsters was ready for that boxing money, baby.
So were his contracts in the beginning either non-existent or very poor, that he didn't make as much money as everyone assumed he was making?
Yeah, he was. But for the time period it was a lot of money at that time period.
Okay.
If Muhammad Ali would be in his prime in these times, he would have been a billionaire. overnight.
Wow.
Because these are the times.
Those big fights now, they make so much money.
Yeah. You know, they make so much money, they don't even do nothing.
Right.
They just stay around just to see the bell ring and just stay out of the way.
Get out of the way?
If Mayweather's one
That
of
would be
them.
my tactic.
Mayweather has a way of getting in there and staying up on his feet and just run around and let the time fly. 11 million. 11 million.
I know, that seems crazy.
20 million. You know, now this guy's a billionaire, right?
But he was doing quite well when he was with you for the times, right?
Who?
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali was great all the time. I mean, how do you like to have a husband that fights every day and you know he's going to come home winning?
Yeah.
Who does that?
Right.
Somebody who knows what they're doing.
Well, now, that's another good point. He won all his big fights when he was married to you.
Exactly.
And none afterward. Am I correct?
That's right.
Okay, what does that tell you?
Absolutely.
You were the motivation.
That's right. And we were a team together. Mm-hmm. And he listened. And that's why I say all the best years of our lives, it was our struggle between him and I. And we did a lot of things together and left everybody out. And he became successful because of that. And what the big thing of it was, he listened.
He listened to you.
He listened to me.
So you were kind of a maternal figure for him?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
And he said, "Oh, how do you know these things?" I said, "Baby, you want to beat this? You want to be great? Do this, do that, do this. Talk like this, do like that." And he said, "How do you know this stuff? You've never been nowhere." I said, "I just had common sense."
Come to you, right.
So we were great for each other, and we started having a family, and then he gets big, and he gets famous, and he gets cocky, and, you know, then he gets...
Yeah, that's
But you
difficult.
know what? It's okay, because I forgave him for everything he ever did to me. I said, "Look, I'm going to forgive you for everything. We're going to just be friends.
Yeah.
I'll be your sister. I'll watch your back. You got a problem, you can call me anytime you want."
After you were divorced?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You want to see the kids? See them anytime you want. I don't care. You can, don't, there's no judge and talk about when to see the kids,
Visitation.
when to have the kids, and all of this kind of stuff. You taking care of the kids. The judge's going to make sure all this money for their college is in the bank, and you ain't get to worry about a thing, baby.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and we became friends. And the minute I really forgave him and all the pain went away, and I forgave him for everything, then he got Parkinson's.
After that. Wow.
Well, God has his own plan.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay?
Oh.
You dig? So you have to be careful, because when you do bad by people,
Karma.
it comes back to you
Yeah.
10 times over.
Absolutely.
And I felt so sorry for him. I really did. I really did.
Yeah. Do you
Even
think he got the Parkinson's due to a blow to the head that may have occurred when he
Mom
was
is the
married
only
to
one
you?
that didn't get blown to the head that much in his life.
No.
Come on, I don't even know why people come up with that dumb idiot
So you
crap.
don't think it had anything to do with the fact that he was a
Let me ask
boxer?
you a question.
Okay.
My favorite actress in the whole wide world,
Yeah?
Katharine Hepburn.
Okay.
She ain't got in the ring in a day in her life, and she got Parkinson up the kazoo. Now, figure that out.
Because no, you're absolutely right.
No, Parkinson didn't have anything to do with
everyone
it.
seems to assume he got it from being a
Well,
boxer.
because they're idiots and they don't know anything about boxing.
Okay, on that note, we have to go to break here. We'll be back right after the break for more with Dr. Khalila Ali,
Yeah.
the former wife of three-time heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali.
There you
Okay,
go.
we'll be right back.
All right.
You've been listening to and watching The Becky and Boca Show. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge in downtown Boca Raton does fabulous professional makeup application. Make an appointment today and see how glamorous you can look. Call 561-409-4065 to book your appointment. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge is located at 233 South Federal Highway on the first floor of the Boca Grand building in Boca Raton. The number again is 561-409-4065. And now, back to the show.
Keep Boca back with Dr. Khalila Ali, the former wife of three-time heavyweight champion of the world. And we were just discussing how nice her skin is, and she told me she never did Botox.
Nope.
You know that had to come up on the Becky and Boca
And
show.
lemon juice, baby.
You look amazing.
Look at my mom. I just made 69.
You look incredible.
My mom's 88, and she looked like she could be my baby sister. I said, where do you get all this beauty, Mom?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
No Botox. You lying to me.
I swear to God. No kidding. No, boy. I ain't going to put this shit in my face. Oh, hell no. Okay. If I get a little wrinkle, this is going to stay right there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now, let's get back to talking about Muhammad Ali, heavyweight champion of the world. You were married to him.
I was.
For how many years?
Let me think. 10.
10.
You're right.
No,
10
here it
years.
said 10.
10 years.
4 kids in that time.
4 beautiful kids.
And
they're wonderful.
How far apart were the children? Because you were probably very busy having children during that time.
Yeah, I had nothing else to do. I had Miriam when I was 18.
18. Wow.
And then I had a son after that, but he passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He was premature.
I'm sorry.
And then I ended up with 2 twin daughters.
You had twins?
And they were premature.
Oh, my goodness.
So I had to do this Chirac procedure because my cervix was weak. So every time I got pregnant, I'd have to do this, minor operation to put a purse string around the womb.
Okay, to keep it from
and lock it in
aborting.
there. Mm-hmm. And so all my children after that had that procedure.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And but they come out beautiful kids, and they do wonderful things.
What are they doing now?
My oldest daughter, she's a social worker. She loves it. But this woman has done so many things. She's done comedy work. She's done comedy. She's written scripts for people. She's a comedian. And she's a rapper. I mean, she's just like her dad. She just took after her dad with the rap thing.
Okay.
And now she wants to be a soul career and worry about these people in the ghettos and everything with the gangs. She got a thing for this. I said, man, don't never give up your writing, man. She said, my mom, I'm bored. I want to do something for people. She want to give back. And I said, well, whatever you feel like doing, you're going to outdo it. But she's good with writing. She's,
so that's your oldest child, your first child?
Our oldest one. She looks just like her father to me. And Miriam is just a wonderful thing. She helps with the Parkinson's operation.
Nice.
She goes and speaks, and she does the Parkinson's marathon in New York every year.
Wow.
Yeah, and then one of my twin girls, she wrote a book about Catch Me If I May Fall, about the children who have Parkinson parents and people, just so they know how to deal with it.
Okay.
Oh, smart kids. Oh,
wow.
And my daughter speaks all over Rashida. She speaks all over the country, to England and India and Canada. And she's just wonderful. On the meantime, her twin daughter works for the Secretary of State in Chicago. And she has about 16 to 20 people under her. She works for the Secretary of State. And she has her 3 children with her husband, who is an Irish guy who's a boxing promoter, believe it or not.
You're kidding.
It's called the Celtic Boxing Promotion. And his name is Mike Joyce. He's also the son. His brother is Jerry Joyce. He just got through running for mayor of Chicago. He didn't make it, though. But maybe he will, so he's a good man. He would be a great mayor of Chicago.
Okay, you hear that, Chicagoans?
And their father used to be the senator in Chicago, Illinois, state of Illinois.
So they were born in Chicago, right?
Yeah,
so they
born and
stayed
raised there. Yeah,
Okay.
they stayed there.
Okay.
So they have I have a little grandson named Jake.
Aww.
He's a little white boy. He's cute. And then I have the 2 Amira and Nadia. Nadia just graduated from Notre Dame.
Wow, congratulations.
Yes, great. I had to cheer for Notre Dame all the time,
too.
So they're beautiful grandkids. And Muhammad Ali, Ali's only son, is living in Miami. So
that's nice.
I wanted him closer to me because he was having issues and everything. His wife abandoned him, and it was just crazy. So he's about to get a divorce because she's crazy. But life goes on, and I'm there for my kids, and whatever they do, I'm very proud of them. Mm-hmm. Then I remarried.
I see you are. You remarried?
I remarried. My last husband was Rene Camacho. His birthday was yesterday, but he passed away.
That's where the Camacho Ali comes from.
Yes, that's where Camacho. We have 2 beautiful daughters.
Oh, wow.
Amina and Kalila. I named Amina after my mom and Kalila after me.
Aww.
And Rene, he had cancer, sclerosis of the liver, I think.
Aww.
Yeah. But he passed away with cancer. But he was a wonderful man. And we have 2 beautiful daughters. Even though I had these beautiful daughters, I always introduce my husband and my daughters to Muhammad. He loves them all.
Oh.
And every time Kalila graduated from high school, Ali gave her an Apple computer and everything. He always given them sharing gifts for them. He loves kids.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. That's why
you were friends with Muhammad Ali even after you divorced?
Yeah, because, see, a lot of people don't understand. My whole mission in life is to build character in people.
That's
so they can bring the humanity out and the empathy in. And as far as divorcees, they should. I have a little parable about when you're divorcing your spouse. You must stay friends.
That's very important.
Because who wrote it in the stones that when you divorce...
You can't be friends anymore.
You can't be friends. I mean, it defeats the purpose, the whole purpose, because if one parent is free to do what he wants to do, and the other one is free to do where's the animosity? Mm-hmm. They're both free.
Right.
So they should throw out all the evil, all the bad stuff, and throw it away and remember each other as a loving person, which they created a child.
Right. When they start children. Sure.
And let them go. And you will get more out of... You get more when you give honey than you do when you give vinegar. So if you want to throw your husband in jail for no support, all you have to do is say, sweetheart, you need to take care of the baby.
Yeah.
Let's take care of our child. If we don't do anything else, let's take care of our child. And he will be willing to do that if he's talked in that manner.
Right.
A man is not going to help you when you picking at him, poking at him, calling him names. That doesn't help anything.
Okay, I see your point.
Yeah. How you going to get anything if you go to jail? You won't get nada. So you should take care. Just throw it away. You choose to be friendly when you want to be friends with anybody else.
Right.
So you can choose to take all the evil away. You're free.
Right.
And then
that's a good point.
And it'll be good for your spirit and your soul to be a free person who loved that person at one time and keep the love there and communicate and help with the kids, share the kids.
So that's what you did with Muhammad?
That's what I did with
Muhammad. Was
Muhammad.
he ever a problem with taking care of his kids after you divorced?
No.
Never had a problem?
No.
Did he see them often?
Anytime he wanted to.
Yeah, was that a lot?
I did not stop it.
Yeah.
I don't let no court tell me when my husband can't see his own kids.
That's nice of you.
We don't do that. We don't do that. We let him see his kids whenever he wants to see the kids. I'm not going to stop him because I'm mad because this and that. The kids ain't got nothing to do with it. That's the problem with the society.
Yeah, right.
These kids would be loving kids if they would only show love for each other and their child.
Right.
That's where they're going wrong.
Yeah. No, good point. I agree with you 100%.
So this the whole point of my mission is to bring out the best character in people and just let all this stuff go away because it's bad for your soul and it's bad for you in the afterlife. So when you want to be forgiven for all the things you've done wrong, you want to have God have mercy for you when you live, because there's another life after this one. This is only going to be like a dream. So there's another life, and if you must believe that because it is true. And when you leave this life, you want to make sure you go to paradise. You don't want to go to hell.
No.
And if you go to hell, you're not going to be that long. You know what? So, this is the time to do what's right by you, by your children, by the world.
Right.
And if you do that, you will have a place in paradise. And that's what you want to build now before you leave, because we're not promised tomorrow at all.
And that's your message.
That's my message.
I like that,
Camilla. Yeah.
That's very good.
I mean, that's what I got out of growing up.
Right.
And my parents, and that's another thing, a lot of people don't give their parents respect, and because of no communication, no understanding, and no respect. And parents, they're learning how to be parents too. They screw up all the time.
Yes, I remember as a young parent. There's no handbook.
You cannot blame a parent for screwing up, because they're learning about life just like you're learning about life. And if you're going to be anything, just be supportive of your family to do the right thing. Yeah, because half of the time they're on drugs or alcoholics or whatever, depressed or bipolar, whatever, is because they're not getting any love from the kids. They're not getting any love from them. And that hurts a lot. That's the most dangerous medicine that or torture any parent can go through when you can't get along with your kids. You don't have to be tough. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be like your parents, try to outdo your parents or get their approval. You're a human being just like anyone else. You're going to get to learn about life. And if you treat your parents well, because your parents, your paradise lies at the foot of your mother and your father. And if you don't give them that respect, you're going to catch hell in this life.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, now I want to switch gears and talk about the Fontainebleau in Miami Beach, because I ran into you there about a year ago.
Right.
At a party by the pool. Remember that?
Yes.
At the Fontainebleau.
Net pay.
And you told me that you actually lived in the Fontainebleau was it in the 1960s?
It was in the 60s.
With Muhammad.
Elvis
Presley.
And Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin.
Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, Elvis
we
Presley.
lived on the top floor. We had and at night, when Fontainebleau had Frank, I would listen to him. And when I got tired of Frank, I would go over to the Eden Rock and listen to Elvis.
The Eden Rock is right next door.
And the Blossoms.
Oh, how fun!
Yeah.
Who did you prefer, Frank Sinatra or Elvis Presley?
I'm a Frank Sinatra fan.
Yeah,
I like old school. See, my mom loved the blues, and my dad loved the jazz and classics, and I kind of stayed around my dad a lot, so I kind of picked up. I do love Elvis Presley though.
Yeah,
I like all kinds of music.
Okay, so how long were you guys all living together in the Fontainebleau?
I remember one time we went to Las Vegas. This is in my book. Okay. And there's a back room at the Caesar's Palace where you go behind the kitchen to go to the hotel rooms where the public can't see you and bother you.
Okay.
So I was standing there. Muhammad and I walked in the back. I was 18, and Muhammad was walking by, and we were walking through this dark. You could see the lights and everything, but it was like quiet and secluded from everything. And it takes you to the like freight elevators to take you up to the floor where you live.
You won't be mobbed by the public. Okay.
So when me and Muhammad and we walked through, he wanted to go to the restroom. So he went around and went to the restroom, and I was standing there.
Yeah.
And I looked and I saw Elvis Presley coming. I go, holy Moses. I said, I don't believe this. And I said, wow, Elvis, come here. He says, what? I said, stand against the wall. He said, okay, all right. I said, I'm against the wall. No, what not? What's not? What not? I said, I've always wanted to know if my husband was taller than you or if you was taller than him. Now I'm going to find out. He said, where is your husband? I said, he's coming out of the bathroom right now. And he came out of the bathroom. He goes, holy crap. He says, I love this guy. And Elvis and Ali hugged and everything.
Oh, gosh.
I said, against the wall, both of you. And then they went against the wall. And,
who's taller?
Both of them. I put them against the wall.
At the same height?
And I took a picture with my Instamatic Kodak Instamatic camera.
Yeah.
Put them against the wall. And I saw who was taller.
Who was taller?
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali was taller than Elvis Presley.
And I took the picture. I still got it.
You're kidding.
I still got it. I'm going to show it to you right now.
Text it to me and I'll post it tomorrow on my page.
This is one for the books, babe. All right, wait. Hold it. Wait a minute. Let me see if you can you put that picture up there, bud? I don't know if you can put that picture up.
Send it to me. I'll email it to Freddie.
Bam. Look at the clothes he's wearing. Look at that. Can
Oh,
I
he was
send it to
wearing
you?
the full Elvis. Yes, text it to me.
Look at the lapel from the 60s.
Wait, who's wearing the lapel? Elvis? So you saw him in... Did he walk
grabbed
around
him.
in Elvis garb like that all the time?
No.
Hopefully we can get this picture.
I'm gonna put
not
Becky.
that one, Freddie.
Becky, here you go, Becky.
Not
maybe,
that one, Freddie. I'm sending it to you.
I'm sending it to you, Freddie. She's getting it right now. There you go.
You text it to me. Okay.
I just did it.
Hang on, Freddie.
And he
didn't
was
come
so
through yet.
wonderful. Look at the lapel and it was like
I don't have
wide
it yet. Let me see your
lapels.
phone. Oh, here it is. Got it.
You got it? Just hit it, open it up.
Okay.
Elvis was the sweetest, nicest, wonderful man ever. He was so sweet.
I know you've told me that before.
Yeah. He's a
So
wonderful
what was
guy.
he doing backstage there?
He was going back
Say
he
it's
was
right.
going to his room.
Was he performing?
Now he was getting ready to perform that night at Caesar's Palace. That's right before he went to the International Hotel. He got a contract with the International because they start having
Because
fights
in this picture that I'm going to have Freddie put up.
Yep.
Okay. I think I sent it to you. Freddie, you get it?
Got it, Freddie?
Might not be there yet.
He probably playing a game.
Maybe stuck in the tubes.
There he
Okay.
is.
You got it? Okay, so Freddie put that up if you can. Okay, now he's wearing his whole, like, Elvis...
It's just
Get
a
up.
regular outfit he was wearing that day. Yeah, that was.
it here.
Can you see it? Can you see it? There it is. And look at the wallpaper.
Okay.
That crap it. Look at that old
I
wallpaper.
think I have that wallpaper in my
Yeah, that's like old stuff from the 60s. It's like satin with velvet stuff in
I
there.
actually have that in my
Is
bedroom.
that right? It came
It's
back?
purple.
Oh, it's purple. Okay.
It did come back.
All right. Yeah.
Yes, he is taller.
Yeah.
A good couple of inches.
Couple
2
of
or 3
inches. Yeah. I think
Okay.
Elvis was like 6'1", I think.
Elvis looks tiny compared to him.
No
I guess
kidding.
everybody did.
I know it. And he was such a gracious, wonderful. He says, I'm glad I went up against the wall. Something told me to do what you say. And I'm glad I did. And he was by himself. I was shocked.
By himself.
He was by himself.
That is shocking.
Yeah, well, some people go by themselves places. They would do what they got to do. They go behind.
I would think Elvis would have never had to be alone.
No, he was alone. He was
Wow.
alone that
Now-
night. He was alone that night because he was nobody with him.
Didn't you tell me he took you shopping in Vegas?
Oh, yeah. That's
How
a
did that
good story
happen?
in my book. Oh, he knocked on the door.
He knocked on your hotel
we
room
were
door?
sleeping. Me and Ali was sleeping. He knocked on the door. Hey. I said, what is it? He said, who is it? I looked. I said, it's Elvis. He said,
It's
who's
Elvis.
Elvis
It's
one?
Elvis.
3 o'clock in the morning. He said he wanted me to go shopping. He
Wouldn't
wanted
the
to go-
stores be
he said,
closed?
they were closed, but Elvis know how to open it up.
I was going to say,
We had a good time.
Elvis can open the
All the
stores.
details in the book. Chapter 26.
So you just got to go shopping with Elvis at 3 o'clock in
Yeah,
the
and
morning?
he all gave us.
in Vegas.
He gave us necklaces with TCB, take care of business,
Oh.
with a cloud and a lightning bolt going through it.
Oh, how cool is
I
that?
still got that.
You still
yeah.
got it? Oh, that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
I was so happy. And I was 18. I was like
right.
tripping.
That
I was
must have
like-
been thrilling.
I was so thrilled. But you know what? You get to meet people around Muhammad. He gravitates. He's like a magnet that draws everybody who's anybody toward you. I knew the whole Rat Pack. Dean Martin. We used to go to Toots Shores in New York, which one of this guy. He's a Jewish guy. He owned this big, huge restaurant, and everybody who was anybody who was in the who's who in America went to Toots Shores restaurant.
Okay.
And he even had a pool table in the back. And Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., George Global,
Wow.
Henry Youngman, anybody, Jackie Gleason. I've met them all. And
Wow.
I've had a ball
I bet.
on the journey of being Ali's wife.
I bet.
I've had a ball. I mean, on my birthday in California, I think it was my 28th birthday, I went to Chasen's restaurant in Los Angeles. They said their chili is amazing.
Chase's restaurant.
Chase's
Los
restaurant.
Angeles.
Now,
Okay.
The most biggest, fabulous,
Is it still there?
I don't know.
Okay.
And I know it wasn't when I was there, so. And I went in to sit at a table all by myself on my birthday. I just went to Gucci's and bought me a green suede
You're a
coat.
Gucci girl.
I'm a Gucci
I like
girl.
that.
I am a Gucci girl.
Okay.
And Fred Hyman has a store on Rodeo Drive called Giorgio's.
Yeah.
And Fred Hyman representing Giorgio.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Fred is really good friends. And I spent a lot of money to buy coats to buy me something for my birthday because I was away from my family. And my birthday is on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, wow.
So
that's pretty cool.
When I went in there, I got a whole round table by myself in the corner and had me chili. And I looked across, and there was these 4 guys in a circle having dinner.
Okay.
It was Milton Berle, Tony Martin, Fred Astaire, and Mel Torme. All of them were sitting at this table. They said, "What are you doing over there by yourself?" And I said, "Well, it's my birthday. Get over here." And I sat there with all these gorgeous men on my birthday by myself.
Wait, were you married to Muhammad at the time?
No,
okay.
I was divorced from him at the time.
Wow.
And I was so happy. And I'm going, it's still happening here. So they talked about Muhammad. They talked about me. I talked about their movies that I liked. Milton Berle was hilarious. And Milton Berle was telling them how I came to his house one day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But when I was married to Muhammad Ali, I was pregnant with my daughter Miriam. We was at the Central Plaza Hotel. We had this big fountain in front of it, just like Bellagio's.
Mm-hmm.
And Muhammad said, "I'm going to go to meet Jim Brown, and I'll be back a little later." I said, "I'll stay here. I'm not feeling good. I had a little morning sickness or whatever." I stayed home. So I got a little bit better, and I got, like stuffy in the hotel, and I went downstairs and rented a car right there in the lobby of the Central Plaza. And when I first pulled out, on the corner there was a map of the stars.
Okay.
25 cents.
Okay.
To see celebrities' homes.
Oh, so you went around to the celebrity homes?
Yeah. But I got out the car and rang the doorbell. There you go. So I
Did people answer?
They answered. Milton Berle answered with his big black Labrador Retriever.
Did he know who you were?
I told him who I was, Muhammad Ali's wife. And I came here, I just wanted to see the maps of the stars. They had the map of y'all houses. He said, "But this is the first time anybody rang the doorbell." I said, "Well, I want to see. I ain't want to just see a house." And then I saw Doris Day that day. I saw Ella Fitzgerald. I went to Jimmy Stewart's house to see him and his Jimmy Stewart and his wife was getting ready to go out of town. They sat and talked to me.
Wait, so you ring the doorbell,
and
these stars actually come to the door.
They came to their own door. Doris Day didn't. She hollered, said, "Who's at the front door?" And I said, "Me." And she said, "Come around the back." And she's plucking flowers. Daisies, no doubt.
Wait, did she know who you were before she said, "Come around the back"?
No, she just anybody that stupid to come to the door. Got to be somebody I know. She gave me milk and cookies.
Well, that's something I think Doris Day would do.
And it was I was pregnant, and I felt real good.
I love your idea. I'm just gonna go knock on the door.
And then she goes, "Who does that?" I said, "Well, what do I want to look at a house for? Stupid. I'm from Chicago. I don't know."
So you didn't want to just see the house. You wanted to meet the star that lived in the house. Well, that makes sense.
If they weren't home, they weren't home.
Right. Were any not home?
What is going to hurt you to ring the doorbell?
I don't know. Maybe you'll get arrested.
What would hurt? I sat down there, and Ella Fitzgerald said, "Come on in, baby. Where y'all?" Muhammad went out somewhere, and I stayed in a hotel. I got, sick because I'm pregnant. And she said, "Would you like some coffee?" I said, "I just had some cookies with Doris Day."
With Doris
You
Day?
went to Doris Day? She said, "You went to Doris Day?" I said, "Oh, yeah." She said, "You're amazing." You know what?
I agree with her.
She said, "You've got balls, babe." And she said, "But I'm glad you did because it was so wonderful meeting you. I see you in the Ebony magazine with your husband, and we just love him." And I said, "Would you sing a song for me?"
You're kidding.
She had a piano right in the living room, and she sung a song. Oh, yeah.
You really know how to live, don't you?
You know what?
And you did this at 18.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
I mean, if I got enough nerve to marry Muhammad Ali at 17, you know I got balls for anything else. So when I went in there, and I've never been afraid of anything.
That's good.
You know, I used to be a long time ago. I even was go to sleep and I dream about Frankenstein because I used to see birds call on Frankenstein. It scared the hell out of me. So, And then something tell me this person in the dream was saying, why don't you just be friendly with him? And maybe you won't be afraid anymore.
Boris Karloff?
Boris Karloff.
Okay, yeah, he is scary.
That man, I ran into him at the airport. Muhammad Ali and I was in Italy. We got logged in from the fog in Italy.
Okay.
Boris Karloff was there. I said, that's Boris Karloff.
I want to see him in the fog.
And I ran up to him. I said, oh, Boris, I love your movies. I'm Muhammad Ali's wife. And really? You're a beautiful girl. And he was very flirtatious.
Wow.
And he was just wonderful. Do you know how great it made me feel to see Boris Karloff? Ow!
That's not the number one star I would want to meet.
And
but
he was so wonderful. He's such a gentleman. Oh, you never would think he was Frankenstein.
No. So who else did you meet?
Oh, huh?
Who else did you meet?
I'm always meeting somebody.
Michael Jackson, I think.
Yeah, we met them. They were little babies.
Okay.
But they were so nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, we only got 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yes.
That's not enough.
I know. I'm going to have you back.
Read the book.
Okay.
I don't know the name of the book. All I know is Dr. Khalila Camacho Ali's true story. Untold story.
Untold story.
I had fun.
That sounds like you did.
I had fun.
But you created a lot of your own fun, too.
Yeah.
Going door to door.
Because I'm simple. Ali said, you do some strange things. When he came home that day.
And you told him what you did?
He asked, what'd you do this?
Nothing.
He said, you didn't? And then we was getting on the airplane going somewhere back from California, and Ella Fitzgerald was on the plane. She said, girl, how you doing? You okay?
That is so funny.
Yeah. And he said, you know my wife? He said, oh, yeah, she came to my house.
That's how he found out?
Your house. And then that's how he found out.
Oh, that is so funny.
Uh-huh.
That
we
is
had
so
fun.
fun.
We had a lot of fun together. You know, you have to realize, just remember the good things in your life, not the bad things. Because when women was going with my husband and trying to take it over, I never met women that did that. Right. I always met grand women, honorable women, people who supported their husbands and stuck with their husband. I never knew females could be like that. Atrocious.
Yeah, they're still like that today.
It's crazy.
Okay, well, thank you very much,
so
Dr. Khalila Ali.
Well, you know what? You didn't half the questions what I'm doing today.
I know. We
ran out of time. Well, I'm a pilot. I create books. I have my own management company and my own casting company, and I'm getting back into the movies. I'm making films to make a human being to be human.
Okay, fantastic. All right, we're all going to look for your work. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Becky, you've been great. I got to shake your pretty hand. You're
fun.
so beautiful.
Okay, we're going to cut.
We got cut.
Bye.
We got cut. Bye.
You have been watching and listening to The Becky and Boca Show. Tune in every Thursday night at 6 p.m. to discover all the ways to spoil yourself and have a good time in beautiful Boca Raton. See you next week.